Who's that?
Hey, honey.
Hey, hold on, Mom. I'm good, Ned. Thanks for checking on me. Hey, listen, if Memphis has any of those Ritz crackers that I gave him, can you guys bring me some food or something? All right, brother. Thank you so much. All right. The guys from E2 over here.
Say that again. You're fuzzy.
The guys from E2 come over and check on me.
Oh, God.
Come through. So what's going on?
What's going on? So a little bit more catch up from this morning. So needless to say, the appellate lawyer does not have to be done immediately. I thought it was more of a rush. There are other things that Dan is working, other things that he's working on and handling that actually have to come before that. Not that that won't come, but there's an order to things, and this is how we're doing it. So there's some good thoughts in there that could work. So I can't discuss them with you now, not on a private line. But
you mean on a landline? But hold on one second. Just kidding. Hold on one second.
I got you, honey. I got you.
Yeah, any of the stuff that I gave you guys, I'm going to order some shit when I get out of here. I'm doing that in the pot. So yeah, I'll eat those for sure. Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you, man. I'm going to give you the food back when I get out and get some packages for you. All right, thanks, man. Getting me some sardines and Ritz crackers so I can coordinate meals here.
Yeah.
So, no, I'll be able to talk stuff that you talked to Dan about, and we'll be able to.
On his line, he'll be up.
Hang on one second, sorry. Yeah. What's that? Okay, that's awesome. Don't get this to me in here. Dude, you guys are the best. I'll take care of you when I get out. Thanks. I know, man. See you soon. So sorry. Dan, like, one thing I said to Dan is, I said, Dan, we could have done, by the way, if you're with Alex, let me let you do your thing with them, and I can call you when you're done. I don't want to Dad was in the bank doing some other stuff, and Alex is sitting here waiting for Dad, so we were talking, and then Dad just came up from the garage, so now Dad's with Alex, so they're fine. They're doing the stuff they need to do, and they're taking care of business. So, By the way, I'm going to have Alex reach. Like Adam actually called Alex to let him know what happened today. So that's good that they have a line of communication open.
Yes, that is good.
And I said to Alex a long time ago when I sold him that with the building or whatever, I was like, look, if I ever need your help with Adam, you're going to help me. So I just spoke to him about that because Adam actually owes me big time. So I'm going to have Alex be the intermediary and try to have Adam do the right thing.
Okay, and so here's what you need to do. If there's anything, we should give Dan's phone number to Alex.
Okay.
Because if there's any personal information that has to be relayed, he can't tell you on that line. But he can tell Dan, and Dan can tell you. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. No.
I'll also let Dan know that Alex might be calling him, and I'll give him Alex's number so that he knows who's calling. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'll explain it to Alex.
Yeah.
It has to do, I was explained a lot of things this morning, Charlie. Your communication with Dan is the only privileged communication. So, there are certain things that you need to know. For example, clearly I was upset that you haven't been transferred yet, and I said he's going to lose.
It's 72 hours, right?
Well, yeah, it's 72 hours. I just want you to kind of be aware of something.
Right.
So, you're on camera all the time, right?
Right.
So, if they see emotions that they don't like, they're going to leave you there longer.
Okay.
As much as I hate to tell you that, I just needed to make
you so if I'm crying, they're going to say they have to be here longer?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that. Why do you think I was on the phone? I was on the phone over 45 minutes with Dan today. He said, listen,
I mean,
Dan, it'll be 72 hours today. Are they going to get him out? And he said, depends on how they observe his emotions. They're watching him all the time.
Okay, well, I'm pacing around because I'm locked in a box. Am I supposed to just sit on my bed? Like,
nope, you just can't. You can't do some things that you've done, and you can't get angry. You've just got to talk normally, and you've just got to keep your emotions in check.
So are they listening to my phone calls and they hear me cry and they're keeping me in solitary longer?
They're listening to you and they're watching you. And I'm telling you what I was advised. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm doing fine. It's just you're locking somebody in a box and you're not letting them out. What? Am I not supposed to cry? Like.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah,
sure.
I won't cry.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, so how much longer do they think they're going to keep me in here? I don't have my food. I'm in a box, and I'm talking to my son on the phone like I'm a human. Like you're dehumanizing. You're breaking me down.
Yeah, and he knows it, and I know it, and you got to get out of there. And this is unfortunately part of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said anything. The other thing, be aware. He'll talk to you a lot more later. He said, look, ask Charlie if he could call me around 3. He says, I have a 3:30 doctor's appointment to take my son to. But he said, tell him to call me around 3. If he misses me, tell him to call me in the evening. I'll definitely be able to pick up. So let him try both. I said, all right, he always knows if he can't get you.
Do they have sound on this camera too, or is it just video?
He thinks it's just video, but they are as we speak. They're listening to our calls. So that's
you think they're live listening to every call?
When you're there, it's likely live listening. It's probably same time listening, so they're listening to me, and I want you to just take care of yourself. Just keep yourself in check. Okay?
Yeah, no, I won't cry. Hey, listen, I'm human.
You're a human being.
Everything. I just got put in solitary. I can't see out of my box. Literally, I don't see out of a window. I'm in a 9x6 box with nothing to read, nothing to do. Like, am I allowed to pace, or are they going to be pacing? I'm walking. There's a bed and there's pacing. There's a toilet, there's a bed, and I'm just walking back and forth.
Right.
Like, and the floor has piss on it. The walls have shit and blood on it. There's shit on the toilet.
Charlie, nobody cares. They just want to, do what they have. They have, don't word it the way he did it, but everyone has their job, and they have to. They have to do their job. That's what they're paid to do, and that's what they're doing. So just observe what I'm telling you, and that's it.
Okay.
Other than that, there's some other things that he will talk to you about later that are just important for you to be aware of. Everything will be fine, but you got a little, it's going to take some time. This is not you just have to get tough, and you have to get through this, because all these steps take time.
Yeah, I'm gonna tough it up, but I mean, you gotta understand, like.
Charlie, I understand. I mean,
it's the shock, going from like thinking like everything is fine, and listen, Dan said to me, I said, how are we doing? And he said, if you would have told me 2 weeks ago, this was last Friday. If you would have told me 2 weeks ago, we'd be where we are today, he goes, I would have been ecstatic. That was on Friday after I came off the stand, and I said, and we all rested. So on Friday when we rested, he would be ecstatic to find out that we are. And by the way, how long do I have to not cry for him to let me out? Like, if you cry within 72 hours, you see it.
Yeah, not until you get the hell out of that room.
Okay.
They're watching. So they want to make sure you're okay. So when they see you've got your emotions in check, that will be helpful.
Okay.
You may be there longer than the 72 hours. It may be longer. That's what you said.
Because I think they want he checked and he said he was crying.
Just because they don't effing care, basically, and Their concern is not to get you back where you're comfortable right away. Their concern is I've got other things to deal with. We'll get to him. So, listen, I'm trying everything I know.
Wait, is it concerned that other things will get to me?
No, of course, things will get to you wherever you are, but I just want to get you the hell out of solitary.
Right.
And that's what you're going to work on right now. You want to get out of there. So that's unfortunately my message.
Yeah, no, I didn't say, he said, like, other things will get to me if they put me where?
Well, like, it'll get to you more where you are now, but unfortunately, you're not talking to somebody that you could say, would you listen to me? Of course I'm beside myself. Look what just happened, but they're not listening to that.
I tell them I'm perfectly fine, but you put me in solitary confinement with the worst, I just found out that if they found me guilty, each service that comes by, I tell them I'm perfectly fine. It's just, you have me in solitary. I can't see out of the room. I have nothing to read. I have nothing to do. I'm here with the lights on. The lights haven't been on for 4 days. Like, it's like,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I literally look like a Vietnamese torture cell. I get red floors and lime green walls.
They want to see how much can they torture you before you really do lose your mind. I know.
Yeah,
it's beyond belief.
The lights are on 24 hours a day. You got a camera on you. You can't see out here through the mirror, so you keep looking at yourself. Right. The glass is mirrored, and then you just have 4 walls, and it's a 6x9 and a toilet.
Yeah.
Like
that's how you make people crazy, but they don't understand that. So.
And it's like, I guess they want to exert me, but I'm not suicidal. Like, can I be sad? Yeah, the guy's sad.
You're not suicidal. There's nothing in there that you could hurt yourself with anyway, so it's just so absurd.
No, I mean,
we're talking to a wall here, honey. We're talking to a wall.
Right, so if I don't cry, and they observe me not crying, they're going to observe me pacing. I have to stand up. I have a bad back.
Yeah, you have to pace. You have nothing else you can do. Maybe they want to give you a look. I mean, there's nothing to do with it.
Because I can't touch the floor. My feet
No. Oh, God.
Like you can't. I mean, and when I walk, you hear like the stickiness. The shoes make the sucking sound with the shoes on the floor. So, I mean, it's from like it's the piss on the floor, so it's like sticks to the bottom of the shoe. I mean, there's literally blood spatter on the walls, and on the walls, and shit off fecal matter all over the ceiling. But all over the buttons. But I just hope they, at least let me pace. Like, at least let me pace.
No, you can pace. You can pace. That's not what they're talking about.
I won't cry anymore.
Right. That's right. Just hang in there. And the more you can hold it together, hopefully the quicker this will take place. Okay?
Do they need to have like 72 hours where we didn't cry in order to let you out?
Oh, please. Charlie, it's so...
What is it?
It's so ridiculous. I mean, if this woman really was a psychologist, a therapist, or whatever, and she comes in, what would you think you would feel like if this were you? I mean, a normal person.
She talks me to the door. She's like, do you feel like hurting yourself or any thoughts? I said, no. I said, I'm just, been put in solitary, and I can't see out the window, and you don't shut the lights off, and I'll take it away from the guys that I was friends with, and I can't walk around like I used to walking around in the rec deck. Like, I need to get out of this room. You're giving me really bad anxiety by putting me here. You're making me worse by being in here. Like, it does not help good for my mental health. Like, please let me get out of this cell. Like, you're not the total opposite effect on it. So with that said, like, and then you have the lights on 24/7, so it's easy to create sleep deprivation. And I'm not getting exercise.
Sleep deprivation, of course. Right. No sunlight, no exercise, crap to eat. Yeah, I know. It's torturing you. Yeah, I know.
And then it's like, and then he's sad. Well, what the fuck do you think? Like, if I wasn't sad, you'd say I'm crazy because I'm not sad.
Yeah. Yeah, please, Charlie. I don't make the rules. I'm
So
just
hopefully are they definitely keeping him longer than 72 hours?
No, not definite 72 hours. And I didn't want to be the one to have to tell you. It's possible that you're out today, and it's also possible that you're not. So that's one thing that I have to relate to you, which I'm sorry to have to tell you. So
then it's possible I can get out of this today, but maybe
it's possible.
They're not going to keep me in here for 2 weeks.
He's calling. He's calling that officer that he knows again. By the way, when I said to you earlier that we're on a different time frame he knows about the appellate lawyer, and he's looking into names, and everybody's working on everything for you. But and there are possibilities. So let me just let you know that it's not one of these, oh my God, there's no way, what are you doing? It's not that.
I just wanted to make sure. I mean, like, that gives me hope that people are working and that there's a chance.
Oh, let me tell you, a lot of people are working, and a lot of people are doing stuff that sadly we can't discuss, and it's all behind the scenes. But I can only tell you there's a lot happening right now. It's just going to be, nothing happens overnight, as you see. Some things take a long time. They're working. And as Dan said to me, he told me, which I can't discuss with you, some of the things that they are working on. He said, Donna, I know you want the appellate lawyer, but before that, what I'm doing now, and he told me this is actually more important to get this straightened out, and this will take me a little while. So don't worry, everything's in time, okay?
I know they're working. I understand. Anything that has to be said will be said that's important is going to come from me, not you. That's right. Let it come from Dan.
No, everything, and it will, and he'll tell you some stuff. Just say, tell me what my mom couldn't tell me this morning, and then he'll know what to discuss with you. Okay?
But you know what? The thing is that I said to Dan, like, I thank him for doing such a good, working so hard and doing such a good job. And I said to Dan, I said, there is no way. Hey, thank you so much. You guys came through. Do you think Chief Mack is going to come see me today? Right? Okay. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Do you think he'll come through today?
Yeah, I got 30.
Say it again. You were fussy. Say it again.
She said she's taking it enough. So the guy just gave 2 packages of sardines back, 2 packages of soups, and a package of Ritz crackers.
Hold on. I'm looking for another location. I hate to make you do that all the time. Okay, honey, I'm somewhere else. They talk to me here. I can hear this.
Yeah, listen, I love you guys, and thank you for doing everything you can.
Oh, what did I tell you the other day? I said, don't give up. Things take time, but don't give up. Because if you let yourself run down,
No, trust me. I mean, it's just, trust me. I can only be, it can be tough, but it's like, I can tell you, one thing that gets to me was Roman. Outside of that,
I know.
Everything else is, but it's like,
everybody knows that's the problem, and the big problem. And so we all know, we all understand. I've been in touch a lot with Bree. We're talking. Everything is fine. I looked for you, by the way, today because I've been a little busy before, but I did find exactly what you said you wanted to get for him. So I'm going to check it out with Bree, make sure that's the right one that she thinks would be good, and then we'll wait until like a week before, and then we'll get that out to him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like electronic or like an electric one, something that's going to be like something easy. I don't want him to get frustrated.
Some of them that I read about, but the ones that are like, the ones that look smaller, that are like $40, $50, $60, those, when I read all the reviews on them, they're basically junk and they don't hold up. They're plastic. So then when you get into the next level, which isn't it's like double. It's like $100. When you look at those for children, there they have some that are nice, actually. And it comes with a little amplifier that you got to plug it into. And listen, whatever he does with it, if he just likes to sing and stroke the guitar, that's fine too. Whatever he does with it is fine. But I just wanted to get him something that will hold up, not like some of the junky ones. So, so that's what I was looking at. I'm going to send 2 or 3 of them to Bree. Let her pick out what she thinks would be best.
On there, that'll make music, and then they'll actually be able to strum the guitar. I mean, it's going to be sick. I mean, it's a lot bigger than the last song, for sure.
No, he's definitely of an age that he would have fun with it, and if he likes it, if he likes it, we progress with him. But for right now, let him just play with it, have fun with it, and if he likes it.
No, he loves music, and he likes playing like music games on Bree's iPhone, and he likes singing. I'm like, what? I want to encourage him with something he enjoys. He likes country music. So,
he loves that.
Yeah, so get him on the guitar and like encourage him.
That's right.
Something cool.
I started with Bree, and she said he's doing really nicely. I started the same books I use to teach my children how to read, and then in Lincoln, and I started with her, and I said, start with book 1. I showed her what to do. I think she's up to book 5, but hold on one second. You didn't see me. I had walked out here I was walking there with you and Alex. I didn't want to be, in the way, and I wanted to have time to talk to Charlie. Okay. Gary's calling Dad. Okay. He's going to take it outside.
I feel good that Sam's investigating stuff and following stuff up. I just told Dan that, you could have, for him to say he was so happy with how the case came in, it meant that, the testimonies, the people he cross-examined, what the state brought out of their witnesses, what we brought out of our witnesses, what we brought out of, the state witnesses, how he destroyed one after the next, after the next, after the next.
Yeah, he did. He did. Actually, I can tell you, did you read I don't know if you probably didn't. There was an article, I forgot which one, I think it was the communications guy, the FBI guy, I don't remember, but it was an article by a criminal defense attorney in the Tallahassee Democrat, of all places, that said Dan used a scalpel masterfully against these people. He said he was like a technique-perfect surgeon. That's in the Tallahassee Democrat. But it didn't matter, Charlie. It didn't have a jury that would ever say you're innocent. They didn't. That's the end of it. That's what happened.
I said to Dan, you could have done this case 100 times in Tallahassee. Yep. I said, and you also brought in the best jury consultants that could go ahead and interview people and do a much better job than you could. They have the best over-the-air, what do they call it, over-the-air? Voir dire. Questioning, and it wasn't you that was asking these intrusive questions, so it wouldn't make the jurors not like you because how you talk to them. It was done first class. Okay, you did this case 100 times in Tallahassee, you were never going to get 12 people so quick. For the simple reason is the amount of press and slander that happened over the last 8 years in the media, has made it such that if I get 2 jurors that would be not people I know, not people coming in on my side, but 2 people who would actually come in and do their real job as a juror, to listen to the evidence, to go through the discovery, to treat me as if I'm innocent unless proven guilty, right? Guess what? The 2 that I'm going to get out of 10, they get to eliminate. So
yeah, but even if you had them, it wouldn't be enough.
You would never go, maybe you could get one that's a real leader or convincing the other one. And that could happen too. You can get 3 or 4 or 5, and then you can really convince the other 5 or 6 or 7 that, hey, the state does, it's not, if y'all use your common sense, it's beyond a reasonable doubt. It means there has to be no other way possible this could have happened.
Yeah, that's what Alex and I were just discussing before you called me. And he said it was like this folksy, I said, that's just what I said to Charlie, folksy Southern person who gets up there and relates to them and tells them, listen, if you think he's guilty, use your common sense. And he says, this is not about common sense. This is about a man's life.
Use your common sense, y'all. Like, okay. Like, I'm the first one to say the fact that my sister showed up at the crime scene an hour after it happened from 17 minutes away, and she had to drive down Prescott is beyond fucking horrible. Beyond horrible. It's a 1 in 10,000 chance. So it's a 1 in 10,000 chance she's telling the truth. If you present it as in, yo, use your common sense, I would say she had to have something to do with it. She's not going there for it. Give me the real reason why she was there. You know, if she wasn't going to the house, she sure was taking a route when she was going to the house and turning down that cut street of Prescott. Like,
I mean, it's a crazy coincidence, but it is what happened. It's a coincidence.
Yeah, the problem is, like, when someone sees that crazy of a coincidence,
I know. Let me just tell you something that I don't want to forget to tell you. Do you know how many times they applied for a change of venue for you?
No.
They tried twice. They got turned down both times. FYI, that's actually good for you. Okay?
Okay.
We won't discuss it any further. I just wanted you to know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was done twice.
Yeah. I heard that today. So just as much of this crap and shit that you're going to have to take for a while, and it's going to take a while, just know that there are people out there that are trying to make a difference. Okay? That's all you need to know.
The thing is, Mom, is that if you look at, if you were getting 10 people and there was two ones that would have been fair on the 10, really fair, the state was able to identify people that would have been fair and get them off. So because
he has never, ever seen a bunch of liars. You know, you come to a jury, you come to court, you got to tell the truth. You can't just go in and say, oh, I can take care of this, whatever. And then they find out, he says, they're lying. He says, I don't know how many other liars we had.
Yep.
So, you know, they just wanted to be there.
Dan he did such an amazing job. And he always told me, if I give you a score of 70% of how you testified overall, I'm driving you home. He said, you got to get a 70% on my score. When I got done, I said, how did I do? He said, you got to have Kaplan tomorrow. He said, I'll tell you after you see Kaplan. So after that,
that's what everybody thought. They all said, "Oh my God, he was poor lady. She just didn't know what to do."
Nothing was rehearsed with Dan. He's like, "Listen, you know the case. You know what happened." He's like, "If I tell you my questions, I want you to look the same for both of us." And they're like, "All right." So I get done with her. He goes 95%. He's showing me text messages that he was getting on his phone.
That's right.
Kate sent to me. Kate was ecstatic. She's like, look, it'll work. Dan's like, we're going to win. We're going to win. It's over. And, like, Kate's like, look, the worst, she was negative Nancy. She's negative Nancy. And she's like, look, the worst you're going to do is hang. Like, this is the worst this could be is a whole government at this point. But, like, we should win. And Dan's like, no, dude. I mean, like, he's a closer. He's like, my best thing is closing. My best thing is closing. And, like,
and she gets up there and gets a little folksy, I know. Oh, my God.
It was Dateline with a Southern twang, with the hometown girl showing these people, and this girl who shadowed in her book and told me what she planned on doing years ago while she took a shit on you as she left town. Changed the kids' names, kept the grandparents from seeing them, less than 48 hours, driving by his house, come on, y'all, and look what happened to him. And as you continue talking, put up 2 different times they put up that autopsy photo. Like, there wasn't a debate on how he died. There wasn't a debate on if he died. But it was just to upset somebody.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
To upset him, put out the use your common sense, y'all. Like, come on. And the problem is that, okay, you know what my common sense told me? if the ex-wife shows up at the scene of the crime from, and she lives 17 minutes away, it's exactly what it looks like. She couldn't help herself. So she said the simplest answer is the best answer.
Well, if you're a simple person, the simple answer works for you. That's right.
But listen, though, how many times has the arsonist shown up at the scene of the crime? You know what I mean? It's like
I know.
The probability. I mean, it's like if I said it's 1 in 100, you would say, and this is the problem. I think in their simple mind, if Wendy showed up there because she knew it was going to happen, then it's completely, the state's completely right. What is the probability of Wendy showing up there by chance?
Yeah.
1 in 10,000. So you just look at that and go, okay, so I got a 1 in 10,000 chance of being wrong. Just from that.
Yeah.
Then you go ahead and now you attach a motive. Okay. The state has the email saying relocation is the most important thing. What did she do in 48 hours? She relocated.
Yeah. I know. Simple. By the way, Charlie, just something I want you to know. Not only not if I'm talking to an attorney, but it's very likely, and they can hear and listen to this. It's fine if they hear it. It's very likely that our phones are being tapped right now. Dad, mine, your sister's. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They're not finished, honey. They're not finished. They're only partially finished. So I don't even want to discuss that with you. Jan will talk to you about that later. Okay?
That's crazy. But
I can't say anything. They're not finished.
Yeah. Listen, I'm ready to.
That's the problem.
I see it on the news, and I see it I've seen it and I've heard it from other people. Like, trust me, I know. That's the thing. When you showed up at the scene of the crime.
Look,
okay.
Well, you know what? The ultimate, once they do all their dirty work, the ultimate is that they would like the grandchildren, and they're figuring out how to do it one by one. So let's not discuss it, but that's what's happening. So let's just take a breath, because that's why I say there's a lot going on in all different directions that a lot of people are trying to take care of. So your situation is beyond horrendous. I can't answer anything you say. I just want you to know they're not finished.
Well, they're
not finished. They're not finished.
Yeah. So they're still
out. Mm-hmm. So Dan will explain to you later. Okay?
So they're literally, and let me tell you something. If they brought my dogs up to Tallahassee, with what I sat there and saw, you know what? In February, when I was talking to the sheriff's officer, the bailiff that was walking me back to my cell, he's like, I just gotta tell you, man. He's like, all these years, me and my buddies used to always look at this case and be like, man, if I was that guy, I'd be on a beach somewhere. Yeah. I would be on a beach somewhere. I would have left. And I'm like, well, I'm innocent. And that's why he goes, why didn't you leave? I go, because I'm innocent.
Yeah.
It's like, man, he's like, if I was you, I would have left. And you know what? That's a guy from Tallahassee. That's a guy.
Old.
He was like a good old boy. And he's a sheriff's officer in Tallahassee. He knows this town. He knows the good old boy mentality up here. He knows the court system. And he knows enough about the case. He can't figure out why I didn't run. Like, I had no reason to run. He's like, yeah, you did, because of what they were. He saw it. He saw what I couldn't see. And that's what. Kind of funny to have your phone tapped, but you spend all your time calling me on this phone. This phone is recorded.
Yeah, your phone's recorded. It's likely that these other ones are too. And okay, you want to listen. That's why your lawyer will talk to you.
Yeah. No.
As I said to you before, if there's anything important, you can talk to Dan, and I can, but we can't.
Right, but it's use your common sense, y'all. I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm not a lawyer, but I think if I mean, if a prosecutor is able to, in a closing statement, tell you, don't take anything I say as truth, rely on the evidence that you've heard during the 7 days of trial. We're just summarizing. But when you're summarizing it, you're giving a false summary. You're changing things around. You're telling lies. Like, and then are someone not supposed to listen to your 2-hour spiel? Like, if they weren't supposed to listen to it, then let them get up and leave. No, you're summarizing. You're taking things, twisting them and summarizing them in such a way that, like,
twist. She lied. She actually outright lied.
I wonder if we're even allowed to do that.
Well, a lot of things are being looked into. Let's just leave it at that.
Because I literally went home. I'm not even a lawyer, but I sat there and I was listening to her closing statement, and I was writing post-it note after post-it note to Dan. And finally, Dan was like, stop. Because the truth is, like, what the fuck is my post-it note going to do? He's going to still get up there and do his closing. Mm-hmm. But with what she put together up there, his closing meant nothing. And she even asked him, she found out that he was doing puzzle pieces. So she made some comment about, like, oh, it's not just pieces of a puzzle, it's all fit together. Look at this. First of all,
she didn't write that last thing. She had a team of people who went over your testimony. That's when she was down and came back as to what would work with these people. She didn't cleverly come up with this. Trust me.
No, we can't debate him on the facts. Let's go ahead. We can't debate him on what came in the case. Let's just go ahead and tear them apart, and let's make the jury believe that they hate people in Tallahassee. They look down on Tallahassee. They think they're better than everybody else. Okay, we can do that. Let's take little snippets of text messages where he said, "I love you, kissy face." I mean, you know, he might have said a kissy face to Danny when he unplugged the toilet. Love you, you're the best. Couple kissy faces.
Hold on just 1 second. You don't have to just tell me. Yeah. Okay, they'll notarize. Okay. So Gary is helping us with some stuff within 2 hours. Things will be here, so that's good. Oh, I mean, when I tell you stuff is going on,
you got a lot going on.
You can't even imagine. Alex is looking forward to talking to you. If it doesn't work out at the time, like I know he's busy running around, but if it doesn't work out at the time he said, you just try him the next day, whether you say after 10 or something. So
okay. I'm glad Alex is coming through and being a good guy with everything.
I want to tell you, sometimes you don't know somebody well enough until there's an issue, and then they come through, and he is going to come through. So, and as I said, we have to address your immediate issues, which means within the next 2 months. That's way more important right now than anything, is to get you straightened out. After that, not even after that, it'll be started before that, but after that we can go ahead and continue with these other things. But hold on 1 second. Bye. Oh, gosh.
They have to, obviously, they have to get in a facility that can be protected.
That's all being worked on as we speak, and then there's more people to talk to. Next week, there's a lot happening. And
I know, he said the place is called, like, Olive Branch that, like, handles that. I'm like, that sounds like a fucking mortuary.
What did you call it? Oh, yeah.
It's called Olive Branch. It's
like yeah,
the prison place. I said it sounds like a fucking mortuary or a funeral home.
They've had a lot of success working. So I don't care what they are and what they do, they just need to help you. So we're working on it.
Yeah, and this is not just like some guy being paranoid. This is like, they know what the publicity they've made this case out to be. They can't put me in a regular facility. Because I also, with me testifying against the gang member, had the Latin case. And then also...
wait, Charlie, hold on 1 second. Sweetie, hold on 1 second. I want to be up because we're in the lobby, and I want to get up to the apartment, and I'll lose you the minute I get in the elevator. So disconnect and call me in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Just let me get upstairs, okay?
Okay. Good, go. I love you. Bye.
Okay, the caller has hung up.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.